Howdy guys, Genshin Day. And then we're gonna go into the desert too. But I have a bunch of wishes saved up, so let's hop right into that and see how that goes. I'm hoping I really shouldn't be pulling for him, because like I don't need him. I have Raiden, who I think is better, or at least similar enough. And there's like a bunch of other characters coming that I want. But I have a lot saved up, and they're gonna give us, you know, a little bit of stuff for the anniversary. He's like the fucking guy. He's like the hand of the academy or something. They like send him to hunt down people. And you can kind of see his right foot that's like on our left. He got toes out. So, you know, the decision's been made for me. Well, yeah, because, like, I mean, this just came out last night, so everybody's, like, doing new content and pulling and stuff, but hello, Poo Poo, hello, Calc, welcome, wish me luck. Well, I wish. He's kind of cute. He's not, like, my favoriteest boy ever, but, like, I would do. Okay, this is good too. Also, like, I like getting the 4 stars, and so we got Candace. I guess she buffs attack, so that's like a good 4-star to have. I think her design is pretty cool too. Like, I love Egyptian-y looking stuff, and she's got a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh ass Eye of Horus on her forehead. Okay, I'm just gonna skip it if it's not 5-star. It's not like that interesting. I would like, it would just be great if I could get this at low pity. Because I really don't need anything else that's here. Now that I got my one Candace. I just want to get in, get Sino, and get out. But they're probably going to make me pull like 70-ish. Sword is this even? When you screw sword, I don't know if I have that or not. What is the low bar, by the way? I didn't catch. Okay, come on. 50's the one. Gimme. Dang it. Alright, 60's the one. Fuck, they're actually making me spend a lot on this. I saw fucking one of the pretty boy VTubers I follow, something with a J, had fucking 1,200 wishes. Like, I don't know if his chat was funding that. Like, even still, that's a lot. Alright, this is the gold, by the way, so cross your toes. For his toes. Nervous. No, it's Kaching. Fuck. She's my goddamn Jean. Ugh. Because I've got her once off of standard banner and now two actual fails on this. And I don't think I can keep pulling. Like, I think even though I have enough wishes, I think I just have to take an L on this 50-50 because I, like, need the other characters that are coming more. I need Albedo because I could actually use him. I need Nahida because I need fucking poison damage. And, like, yeah, Miko and Child. I like this guy, but I like both of them better, so I think we're taking a rare L for me. Which is really, I guess, if I sit on this and don't go for him more, this is like my first actual L. Because when I got Kaching before, I immediately got Raiden after. And then I got Chi-Chi on a Itto rerun. So, like, it wasn't really a fail. But this does mean that I get guaranteed Albedo if I, like, just wait for him, which is the plan. I don't know, like, I'm still not that, like, you know, it sucks to not get what you want, but I'm, like, I'm not that broken up about this, because apparently he's not very good, or he's a lot less good if you don't wail for his weapon. That's a bit annoying. And again, I already have Raiden, so it's not like I'm missing that much. But I got Candace at least. T3, so I don't even know which of your talents is which, so Sanctum, Wagtail. Sanctum, Wagtail. Okay, so this makes her ult last longer. This makes... She gets an HP buff, which then I think scales her other shit. And then this is just a general boost, so that's pretty decent. I think Candace is very beautiful, yeah. And to clarify, I don't... Speaking of Jean, all I was saying is that, like, Kaching is my Jean. Because I haven't actually gotten Jean yet. I do still have my regular wishes, though. I almost forgot about that, so I can hop back in there. And that's all I'm going to be able to do with her for now. C3 Jean. I'm getting there, C2 Kaching, so I'm not too far behind you. Alright, let's hopefully make up the luck here. I'm not very far in. My pity is like 4. So I'm not expecting much off of this, but maybe they'll, like, throw me a Goro or Tainari or something. Tainari would be great. Goro is, like, you know, he's the 4-star I need more of. Yeah, book. Have you done any wishing? Oh, wow. Okay. I'll take 3 4-stars. Oh, shit, wait. I maxed out Barbara, though, so I guess that's what they do, is they give you 5-star glitter if you have them maxed. That still feels shitty, because that, like... I don't know how many star glitter for a thing. It's not a full... Oh, wait, how did I get 105? Did I count wrong? That feels like a lot. Is that a lot? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. I don't know. Yeah, I guess people are happy when you get the, like, defaults, right? But I don't care about them that much. So I'm not, like, busting a nut over that. And Sucrose, okay. She's not bad. And then I just got some single ingles, which I expect absolutely nothing from. But I'm going to use them. More so than, like, the rarity of Kaya, I'm just happy to get, like, 3 4-stars at once. Just because that's, like, good payout. Nah, more books. Widsith is good, though. I'm at a point in the game where I'm, like, you know, looking at building other characters and stuff, and I don't know if I want to, like, feed all of my copies into a single weapon to 5... Well, not even 5-star. 5 rank it, whatever you'd call that. Or if I want to, like, start keeping copies before doing that so that I can actually, like, equip them on multiple characters. It'd be so much nicer if they let you have, like... I don't know, like, tiered equipment sets so that you could, like, always have the best thing on whoever's in your party. Okay, yeah, that's all for wishing. So Kaya goes up to C2. Duration on anything is good. Oh, but it's on defeat. That's not that great. And then we got a Sucrose. So she just gets her talent buff. And then we got a Toma. And that's my first one on him. Cooldown's good, but I don't use him. And you pulled and got Jean. Aw, man. That sucks. Frickin' Jean and Kaching. And, you know, like, I got Mona, who was, like, my #1 pick off of the standard banner. But, like, you couldn't give me Diluc or Tenari. Or even Jean, because I don't have her. No. Fine, I'll just... I don't even know what I need off of here, but I don't want to let the notification sit there. It's annoying. Okay, well, a little bit disappointing on the pulls, but I'll cope. Next time we'll get Albedo for sure, which it kind of takes like the drama out of it, but I'm less worried about drama. Is that a new fox? Is that like a sand fox? I want other people fuck her. Oh, I need to get my map open too if I fuck around with collectables at all. But I probably won't. I will probably mostly try to avoid them. In the main part of Sumeru that was like already out, I had a very successful time just, you know, fucking around on my own and like combing for collectibles, as opposed to like every other map before. Because like at the beginning of the game with Mondstadt and Leeway, I didn't really know better, and then I tried to do that for Inazuma, but like the thing I was using fucked up on me. Which might have even been the same thing, but I don't think I had an account, so it didn't save, but now that I have an account, it does. Anyway, long way to say that it is really nice to just have the collectible stuff tracked and make sense, and I'm not like, oh no, I'm missing this one thing. I kind of did anyway, though, because I missed one of the Aranaka, and then I had to hunt that down. Just starting the quest, so I'm clueless with the time to help. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll probably focus on questing. Like get the points so I can move around, and then focus on the questing. And I will be smart for once and remember not to activate Sino's story quest until I'm like actually ready to do it, so that I'm not like prevented from doing other stuff. Nothing that good. I didn't pull Footboy, unfortunately. But I got on standard banner, I got 3 4-stars for the price of 1, which is nice, and one of them supposedly is rare. I don't think he actually is, though, right? Like, surely they all have the same pull rate on standard banner.
Can't catch me.
I guess same rate on standard banner, but the default characters don't get put on character banners, so overall they're harder to get, even if the pull rate is the same on standard. So by that metric, which is fair, they are rare. Although I think can you still find them in like the shop where you can just buy a constellation? I think so. I don't know. I used Lisa for a bit, and Kaya's okay. Amber's hot trash. There's better versions of each of them. And I have 2 out of the 3. I just need Yai Miko, and then I have the better versions. Why did I just read his name as Bofidis? Starts with a B, ends with a Z. That's where my brain goes immediately. And that all rhymed. Goddamn. I'm surprised I've never seen a joke about, like, Mondstadt's whole freedom thing with, like, America! Freedom! Wait, what? He got blown here? Like, by the wind? Or by, like, a twink in a caravan? I think he's being poetic. I think it just means, like, he drifted here. Not literally. God, side quests take too long, though. Like, a lot of them aren't that interesting. And these guys just babble. Some of them are. But, like, this guy, I don't care. Just give me the quest. The celebrated Joseph? I wish. And of course, there's no dialogue or anything, too, so it's just silence. Hey, I get it. Give me the quest. Oh, we're finding more beasties. Okay. Yeah, I can't let those go missing. Okay. Oh, I guess this is like a medium importance quest. It's a little bit... Makes a little bit more sense why he blobbled on then. They do like their roses here. The purple ones. Yeah, the world trotting duo. Except Paimon doesn't even trot, she just flies. I guess they don't have good flowers here. That would make sense. It is the desert. Though, surely you could go live in the jungle if you wanted. I don't know. That's like a fucking game world, real world thing. Like, for me in the game, it's like, oh, if you just walk 2 minutes to the left. But like in actual... Surely it wouldn't be that simple. Oh yeah, there's a new boss in the jungle too that I should go find. I don't know if there's a checkpoint. I might already have it if there is. That's kind of weird, and again, this is kind of just because this is my first region that I'm like fully getting as it's coming, but it seems odd to me that they're adding a boss to a place that already exists instead of like putting it, you know, in here in the desert in the new area.
Scatter!
I'm not someone with a vision. I'm a special galaxy trotting boy. So yeah, we know by now that Dendro is like the power of life, more or less. For the longest time, I thought it was like poison, because the fucking hilichurls would like poison you with it. It'd be neat if they like added like a poison ivy character. Like from Batman, that poison ivy, not just general poison ivy. Someone who like
Stabilize.
fucking grows plants out of their body or something. Though I mean, you know, like surely if the Dendro Archon isn't the one doing that, like then that kind of, I don't know, you know, like that seems like it would kind of be a big power to just give to some rando, but you never know. Do your feelings about poison ivy, Made them in a heartbeat, yeah. Nahida and Layla have like fully leaked though, so people know their kit now, to some degree. I won't put it on blast in case people want to avoid spoilers, but I'm like very interested in Nahida's, but I don't know what it does yet. But the AoE on it looks really big, which is exciting. Like quite a bit bigger than any other character thus far. This is gonna be difficult to get to. Maybe I should just do the quest, because like it's not like I have these to go to now anyway. Might as well. Did be on the Bennett team. What, this hypothetical Poison Ivy character I invented? Oh, we gotta go back here. I guess that makes sense, we did leave off here. I mean, they'd work well, like, you know, like, Bennett, Lisa, not that Lisa's like an OP character, but like, Bennett, Lisa, Nahida, all of them are just like, hey, let me drop a big fucking zone.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today? Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the
I don't want to use the camera, don't make me.
Huh? What kind of commission is that? I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage. Hey, that's not any better. I'm sure
yeah, asking for a beating.
Some interesting reactions as well.
For them. Wouldn't the poison be taken off because the heat? I don't know if I remember this correctly, that some poison can be taken off by heat. Like, in Genshin or in life? Well, it would be a reaction, right? Whatever reaction Dendro and Pyro have. Burned or like whatever the fuck it is.
Paimon's gotta ask. Oh.
It'd probably be better with water and lightning. Rather than like fire.
Actually,
life.
Just wanted to see the two of you in action.
I don't know. I'm not a poisonologist.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus Festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me.
Like, what you're asking is kind of a nebulous question, so that's partly why I'm not sure. Because, like, sure, if you put enough heat to anything, you can probably, like, evaporate it. But, like, if you had some fucking, like, poison drizzled on your table and you put a match to it, I don't think it would, like, go up like oil. Though, as I say, that poison is, like, a very nebulous thing. So, like, maybe there's a substance out there that would do that.
I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Night of Flowers, raised...
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus Festival really should be.
Yeah, no shit, it's a festival.
Time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Maybe the party should be, like, fun, I don't know.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy...
No, we aren't pitying you. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing?
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the
when you dehydrate something, it only removes the water.
We can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
I mean, sure, and to, like, to that point, you know, if we're talking whether it's, like, in and out of the body, I don't know if that matters to this conversation.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activity.
Oh, good point.
I think I did all this right. God, his arms are so fucking big when he has that, like, electro mummy stuff going on. Okay, I did. Oh, yeah, the bosses. Oh, well, I can see this guy. Which I guess is going to be from here. So I think I probably have that waypoint accounted for. And then the other one is surely in here somewhere, so I probably don't need to go chasing after that ruined drake right now.
Let's continue our chat here.
Related to foodborne bacteria, because sometimes it can become poisonous. However, heck could cause some compound. Heat could cause some compounds to change structure, breaking or forming bonds. Okay. I get what Mom's saying. I don't entirely get what you're saying, because, like, not all poison has to do with food.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. I've already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
Right. He kills bacteria.
It seems that from the very beginning...
Right, but poison isn't all bacteria, is it?
Of course. It could also be because they're wary of me. Have you already caught the sage's attention? I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, No way, You mean it'd be too easy to get caught? No, it's not that. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my... That's a good point. We're in the dark as of now, since we still don't know anything about their goals. After all, Are we really out of ideas?
Google answer, proper heating and reheating will kill foodborne bacteria. However, some foodborne bacteria produce poisons or toxins that are not destroyed by high cooking temperatures if the food is left out at room temperature for an extended period of time. Okay, so you're talking about, like, food. I'm thinking, like, fucking snake venom and shit. Like that kind of poison.
Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
So she's being dramatic.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? Well, I've been thinking that then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're fucked if you get bit. Depends on the snake.
You're saying we should recruit...
Surely there's got to be, like, a range of venoms that are, like, you know, gonna fuck you up a little bit versus kill you.
Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Setaria. We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu. I've always liked observing.
Forgot that's how you pronounced her name.
And Setaria
All of the names in this
always
area
stood out
are
from the crowd.
fucked because they don't pronounce them right in English.
She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. The name Setaria means star. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star began to waver. But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes. From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for
Opportunity.
the desert, right?
But, like,
She's just running away from her
at a
problems.
cringe cost.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ear. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already been right. That way, not only can we get useful from my past observations, Setaria will take a tomorrow afternoon just happens to prepare. Let's go check out some
That's
of
such a
her
weird
favorite
schedule.
spots and have
Day
a
off
quick
every
chat
10
with a
days.
few of the vendors there.
It's weird thinking about
Can't catch me.
measuring time in different ways instead of like in weeks or something, the way we do.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we... No, I already have enough information on Satar... Talking style?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates?
I remember a story my papa told me when he crossed the border that he was saved from a rattlesnake by someone in his group, and he returned the favor when the snake tried to bite the guy. Are they sucking venom out of each other, or just like, you know, grabbing the snake or something?
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears.
Huh?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future.
Uh-huh. It would seem that Haru did
Who is this child?
wary of you. Perhaps...
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospects?
Yeah, tell me who you shit
No
me
problem
with.
at all. The gods have spoken. The truth
The
shall
guy
be
kicked the snake and it came
revealed.
back. My dad grabbed it and chucked it. Gotcha. Glad they didn't get bit.
One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh?
Okay, we're going harem route.
Harut! Marut! Did you two spoil my divination?
Actually, Paimon thinks this is...
I admit that the...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some food offerings for...
I was gonna say, is that what we're doing? Are we bringing offerings for the cats as part of the quest? I guess we're just shopping around the vendors. I'm entirely sure why.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite
Oh,
stalls?
just various spots she likes, okay.
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
Well, you only have the two. There's not that much to look at.
Great craftsmanship.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Speaking of,
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad.
I guess maybe
He's a
4.
mason by
if that one
trade,
up front
but
is
I
also
picked up
his.
an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a...
That's nice.
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof
He
and
fell.
broke his leg.
He died.
Since he had
R.I.P.
already saved enough Mora over all these years, he...
I see. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day.
No problem. Rest easy.
Probably not many professions in, like, a fantasy world where you can just retire other than, like, a merchant.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
Hey, Cupcake. Hope you're doing well.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall, you...
Ah, that's right! After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually open to...
I see. Has...
Thank you so much.
Okay. We learned basically nothing.
Was that everybody? enough for Sataria.
Been working 10 days in a row, almost 100 hours so far, and a lot more to go. Oh gosh. Yeah, have a well-earned rest, Cupcake. Hang in there.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems. Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King.
Yeah.
Although it's all
I mean, literally 5 minutes ago, I was someone in game at that same schedule, and I was like, oof, 10 days in a row.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You are
Little did I know.
of the guilt Sataria feels about her
Only 2 more months. Oh god. You're getting paid though, right? So there's that, but still.
Although she knew she should return home to help the people of the desert, well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get it, but if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very
Apparently
different.
the intensest accounting known to man.
So, you mean you're going to possess those
Cupcake
people
is like
we just talked to?
fucking hardcore accountant.
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King.
Oh, grain elevator. Wait, but do you do the accounting for them? Or am I like totally fucking getting my shit mixed up? No, yeah. I think I know what I'm talking about. Because, like, I remember you talking about, like, you know, like, accounting for, like, the harvest or something. So I do remember, right? Yeah.
As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Oh, Cupcake. You gotta be nice to yourself. I have no idea what you look like, but I think that everybody's their own worst critic.
Exactly. Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone. That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. Huh. That is... Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them. You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine. If it was at all possible.
Yeah, moral of the
I
day,
would
self-love.
prefer to leave these people alone.
Brought to you by the
Seeing
letter
how things are now,
J and the number
I
69.
probably should just accept it and push on. Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone. All right, then.
That's what I wanted. We need to do that. Yeah, Emma's like our hall monitor for positivity. And also the horny police sometimes. Ooh, that's a fun outfit.
Oh, here she comes. Sataria's here. Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
I sure don't.
I feel kind of nervous.
I feel like this is going to be a minigame that I fail.
Let's go. Looks like they've already started talking.
But there's like no stakes, so
Let's find a
whatever.
hiding spot and get started.
One bush later. Definitely makes sense to do it in the middle of the conversation. That's not suspicious at all.
And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
If the horny's getting over the limit. Horny police is a full-time job. I would say a futile effort even. Sad I won't be able to play Genshin for a while, just because you're being busy.
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right?
Tonight it's been fairly tame. I talked about Sino's feet a little bit and that's it.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem... I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They
That
are
one I
just
do remember.
darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
Yeah, no Alex tonight, so probably not quite as horny.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
What? Hammer just did something there.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work?
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods are asking, Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Well, you'd think so.
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be
I hope he's
truly
getting
upset.
rest. I know he and I are of the same type where it's very easy to just like be up way later than we should.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
I feel like that's a no. Or lip reading.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me
Oh,
is,
or
of
this.
course,
I
the
thought this was
wisest and mightiest
like an
of
actual
all,
guy, not a god.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has
Okay,
been
so it is a
spread
real
like
guy. It's like
wildfire,
it's
all
like
just a
Nahida. It's like
misinformation campaign from the
a
academia.
god and an actual
How can
being.
the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
I mean, you should probably just do it, though, if you believe in that.
Ooh,
Part of me
she
thinks it
ran
would
off
not
in a
just be
hurry.
suspicious for her to be
She
there.
looked pretty upset too. Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
It would probably seem like you're listening out on her fortune, though.
To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some
Doesn't mean she's good at acting,
abstract
though.
theories.
Understanding is like
In any
its own
case,
skill.
My time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. Anyway, enough of that.
He's out of Keems now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
With the trailer About going to social media for spoilers. I feel like the Scara. Maybe the king. What's the Scara?
Sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single moron any.
What am I?
I've won 'em.
I have this pinned. I don't pinned. What am I waiting for? Oh, okay, there. Yeah, you got it, Cupcake. I hope that you feel really well rested, and I hope that you get a break soon. Best wishes.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get... Actually, while we're talking about
Trying to
him,
bang his dad?
is he still living in
Ayo.
Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port
Dilf.
Ormos and has begun to spread across
He
the
got
world.
money. If he can retire, he got money. Oh, Scaramouche. That Scaramouche might be the king? Maybe. I know that he's involved with this. I saw him on the picture.
He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert. Yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King.
Getting
and now you
spicy.
spend
Akeem, you don't mean...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Aren't you the idiot weirdo?
Can't pick a side? Me?
The indecisive loser?
Whoa. Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her.
Okay. Now she's actually moving.
Come on. Sataria's already started talking.
Trailer that's going on is making me think that he's maybe the king now. I did not even watch the trailer, so I don't know specifics about what's going on, other than he is involved.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like...
And then, like,
as
Sino
if someone
and
was
Alhaitham
trying
as
to
well.
preach to you about something?
Oh, right. I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many...
Wait, how could you be aware of that?
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well!
I feel like we're talking about two different things here. We're fucking like, hey, guess what? I know your conspiracy. And then she's like, wait a minute, religion?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia.
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Macho right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
You've activated my trap card, religion. Which, that statement is the whole thing we can unpack, but I won't.
Please, try to remain calm, miss.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics, you mean?
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking
Like
about?
me?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him.
Miss Sataria,
You're...
the Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become. Child of the Scarlet King, Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What
We
an
don't-
absurd question.
We don't need to repeat the dialogue.
Make
It's
it
just
sound
happened.
Like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
She's a bit dramatic. Even if we're gaslighting her, she's a bit dramatic. But I mean, I know she's fucking guilty as hell, so like that's part of it.
I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt, but no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt all...
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth.
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter...
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in
Make me
serendipity.
think.
Your
Now,
appearance
what you've
must be
done,
a
you gave
fatal
it anxiety.
opportunity for me to get out of this
Yeah, no,
wretched
we're
situation.
fucking her up a little bit.
Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the academia,
We know who that
we
is?
will need to figure
I don't
out the
think I do.
nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands... let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the
Yeah,
documents
so
tomorrow evening at the
that makes it
Academia
sound like she sometimes uses the Akasha. Do the sages never use it? Like, do they make their grunts do it and just never use it themselves?
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
Alhaitham, Sino, Tanari. Huh? What about them?
Alright,
So,
that'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
the Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's all... Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening...
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
The person who's come back? I don't remember what Alhaitham does. It's not Tainari, because he's not a scholar. I don't think it's Sino, because he's a, like, sword boy. I don't remember what Alhaitham does exactly.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that.
I'm guessing it's just like some fucking generic NPC. I did wait until the following night. What do you mean? Do we have to wait a whole another day? Freaking clock. Or Dr. Man. Oh, yeah, him. I don't know, would he be part of the academy, though? I mean, I guess he could have been. Like, cause Lisa was.
Catherine, we're here! That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we... Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, after all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
I'm entirely sure what that means, but I more or less I get it.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case.
Sounds like some shenaniganery.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards. I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. Well, regardless.
Okay, my Sumeru Academia, let's go.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
I'm kind of expecting them to do just like an anime thing at some point where they were like, "You fool, didn't you realize that we sucked you back into the dream? You've been in a dream this whole time." Ha 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 ha. Which could be one explanation for something like now. Why there's like no people and it's weird.
What are all these people
Yeah,
doing
like this is weird.
hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last.
Oh hey,
And to
yeah.
a rather spectacular welcome.
Called it.
Even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Omega build. I didn't catch the rest of
If
that.
you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have
Something
discovered
of the
listening
Harbingers.
device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
Well, I've done it before and I'll do it again.
My experiment is a success.
I kind of like his
Now,
test tube earring.
they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here! Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru!
I jacked it.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
They made him hot just for this. He's looking good.
This should be far enough.
I want to fight him. I want to see what
Someone
powers he
take a
has.
breath first. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
I feel like probably, like, especially if Scaramouche is here, probably not now. He might be like, the end boss of Sumeru or something.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. He called himself
Oh yeah, if
the
he is ranked
Doctor.
number 2, that is kind of scary.
Tainari told us about him.
What was
Victoria did say that someone who once got expelled from
Lady.
the academia came back
What's her name?
recently.
Senior, what was she ranked?
And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, yeah. Now that the doctor's in the picture, but what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah, things what Nahida said. We'll meet again outside of the city. You mean... Oh,
7th?
right.
Okay.
Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia Forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Still. When do we get to the desert? Still fucking far away.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around.
Oh no, several regular guys. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru.
The outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time.
I mean, surely he'll do both. JK, never mind. I'm gonna use the Geo Boys. Traveler doesn't get to fight anymore.
I'm going in.
Press the advantage! That's close enough. Who wants some of this?
Since I've been working on farming artifacts for Kokomi, I've gotten like a couple, as in like one, maybe two upgrades to my Geo Team's artifacts. So I think like Ito has like a bit more energy recharge or something.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up.
8th, okay.
But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where
So,
to set
lower
up an
end.
ambush. Going up against smart people is tough.
And then what's Scaramouche? Not that we've fought him yet. Oh, I should put this back on so I can get
Can't
seeds.
catch me.
Mood. Wait, what did Paimon say?
Can't catch me.
Right, smart people is tough.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. Kale, it's nice to see you again.
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule.
Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol?
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago.
He left? But isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the sage's
He's 6th.
invitation.
Okay, so he's still not very high either.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watch. No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using... to leave in such a hurry? Master Tainari originally studied in the Immorta Darshan of the Academia, and part of
Oh, I
his
guess he
lab is
did
something
study
like
at one
the
point.
Immorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses
I
have
remember
been
they
planted
wanted to
there for
recruit him, but I
research.
wasn't clear on the fact that he had studied before.
I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent
A research base, huh? Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Don't worry, I'm...
Got it. Will do.
I wonder if, like, just thinking about her disease and also the Fatui, I wonder if characters are ever gonna die, like playable characters. And I wonder if we'll ever get to play as the villains. I feel like probably no to both, but you never know.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion. Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
She gonna have a panic attack? Nahida?
Huh? But I wasn't...
Well, we understand that point now.
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him.
What a relief.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored also. The doctor is already an expert at modifying.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's
Oh, Cole, yeah, right.
the Akasha.
Yeah, I did read the manga, so I'm upbeat on that.
Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently...
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI?
Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
We're looking for a scholar we know.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna address much of that in
To
this,
reach out to him.
or if they're gonna keep it just like off to the side.
With us and see what we can find.
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
I don't think she hasn't even mentioned in the plot yet that that happened, right? Like maybe she does in her voice lines or something. And maybe she's made like indirect mention, but she wasn't like, oh yeah, the Fatui had me. Or maybe she didn't. I'm not remembering. Now I feel like she did, as I'm thinking about it more. I'm not sure. She was being really cagey at one point.
Traveler? It is you!
Just throw apples at him. I gotcha. I see what you're doing there.
It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise!
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest when we last saw each other.
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Wait, no. Did
My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
I don't believe you.
you did it? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share when my consciousness made contact with the gods.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me.
We're gonna fucking blaze up in the greenhouse? Smoke some green in the greenhouse?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
Drugs. I mean, fucking... incense that's giving you hallucinations, that is definitely a drugs.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god.
Happening to Mushi?
My creator. My mother.
Is he a fake boy?
Valuing strength above all. She saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family.
Okay. No worries,
Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans
died?
Can't be trusted.
Like how?
And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face.
It is him.
My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief.
That's him. That's definitely him.
Your era is coming to an end.
He's looking good too.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
Yeah, I don't know if that's noble.
Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Filth.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
Come back. He was looking good. Kind of like sexy in an evil way.
You! Why are you so mean to me? I found divine wisdom.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
Yup. She simped too hard and now she's going crazy.
Wait, something isn't right.
Wasn't looking or listening. Flipped my phone. Took out my earbuds. Yeah, no, don't worry. I won't say anything about it. He was just look. You know, like the art in those cutscenes is nice. Made him look good. I don't think this is at all a big deal like they're making it out to be, because Catherine's just a robot, and I doubt if Nahida dies in the game, she dies for real. Oh, wacky. Ooh. Pacific Rim.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Oh, so, okay, I guess we, like, swapped with her for a minute.
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore."
Alright. Then it's up to us.
But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
That's me, I'm the star. We're going with the symbology.
Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Suristhana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
Oh, okay, so maybe that was like a trap for her. Tainari, I want you, I'll try to activate you. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Hey baby, let me come over there and activate you. Ahaha.
Oh, that makes sense. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusion. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
Oh, Starlight to the desert? I thought it was me, because I fucking came from the skies or whatever.
Oh,
Achieve.
that makes a
Because
lot
you're
of
collecting
sense.
them? Okay.
Huh. Do you think
I mean, I
Nahida
want him
was
to,
telling us
at
go
some point,
back out
so
in the desert?
I'm with you.
But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Suristhana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join, all I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Yeah. I feel like I probably maybe knew that and forgot. I don't know.
Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence?
I saw a nascent god under construction. That's very, like, a specific term to assign to what we saw. I think it's just a big robot puppet thing.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. The Doctor and the Balladeer.
The idea, the whole, like,
Fatui
gods
harbingers in
are just,
Sumeru.
like, actual people thing is weird,
Sounds
too,
like
because,
we're in
like,
for a bad time.
is that even arrogant, then? All they're doing is juicing him up.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari?
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by...
Okay, now we're going to the desert.
Bot. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully...
Alright, off we go. Almost, now we're at the border. Watch it only take...
Can't catch me!
Another hour.
to Caravan Rebot. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the
Time to
outside.
start gaming so I can see the cutscenes.
Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Sure.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Well, now you've given me something new to gawk at. Alhaitham. Ooh.
Over here.
Alhaitham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Two pretty boys skulking through the city. They might kiss.
What the? Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come
and he
across.
also attacked.
It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave
Well,
Paimon a scare,
everyone else at the
Alhaitham.
academy was stupid. I fixed their shit.
Run into you here? Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia,
I want to know what his
don't you
headphones
think
are
you'd
for.
already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Buy me dinner first. Before you start hitting me with compliments.
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him,
Kinda rich,
your
so he should buy
expression became
dinner.
perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest.
We gay. I don't know that's much of a secret at this point.
But that does prove you do have
Also,
some undisclosed
Traveler running
information
around
about
in that
Divine Knowledge
fucking
Capsule.
like little midriff
right?
crop top. That's not even a secret. That's just out there for people to see. Like his tummy.
No matter. Rather than
Look at that
simply
little
learning the
twink and
answers
tell
from
me
you,
that's a straight
I'd
man.
still prefer to investigate on my own.
I'd
Speaking
never
of,
believe it.
you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well,
Plus, like,
would you like to head there together?
I mean, granted he travels with his sister, but like, you know, Traveler just fucking like world hopping, flying around. That feels very like loosey-goosey, hippie, pansexual kind of vibes. Just like going where the wind takes him and making love to anybody and everybody.
It's always better to travel with someone you know.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else.
Feels like they're doing a lot of cutscenes. I like that. Is it? Yeah, it's Sino time. The boy who didn't come home. The grippers have evaded me.
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
How many wishes do you have, Em? Like, what? After you failed the 50-50, what's your pity and how many more to go?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be
6
a more
pity.
accurate description?
There, and part of the problem too with like all these characters they're pumping out that I want, like, he's around for like 16 more days. They're barely giving us like 2 weeks. It's not enough time.
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Oh, fuck you. I'm the protagonist. You can't beat me.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
If you cheat on your test, he comes and fucking slits your throat.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
I have Walken, haven't gotten all the chests from Sumeria, Leeway, and Anokamiya. If you really fucking grind, like, maybe. Fingers crossed for you.
I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong?
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during our fight.
Did it for Zhao, I can do it for Zino. Okay. So, other than Bennett, I'm hearing that your type is like teeny sword boys. Because he's the ears like belie his height. He's actually as short as Zhao, I think.
Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding.
Take it out.
Person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Fucking boys are getting horny.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two!
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous.
Boy, everybody's just showing up. It's a party.
Wait, Dia? Great, finally you gotta help us out here.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your...
Boy noises.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm?
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
You do live in the desert, honey.
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling.
I feel like I know her voice.
Oh, this wind is too strong.
Wonder who the VA is.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work?
All right, stop yelling.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Lip syncing is so bad. Also, yeah, because her physical attraction, Kazu Hajao and Sino piqued my interest. Ayato also, for an exception to the short people gang, yeah, he's a tall, slender man boy.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring.
Well, the weather outside do be frightful.
Older sister.
All right, now that we're all better acquainted,
But
we shall
it is
return
just
to the
me.
topic at hand. As a guardian charged
Your
with the
OC insert.
responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
A threat I would never.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
So what, now they're
Anyway,
having,
one of
like,
those two
forced
should
group
probably start
therapy?
talking.
Wait,
Conflict resolution with
trying to be a
Candace.
mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
What? They would never do something naughty.
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as the power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages.
So they really
Yeah, we
are
don't listen
tonight.
to HR. That's not how that works.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold. They are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino...
Charlie's just like, nope, nope, I'm so scared.
Why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know.
And that's assuming they're not just lying to you, which, like, surely they are.
From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
Is that what they do?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't
Yeah, his
suspect
turquoise
anything.
color's nice. You got pretty eyes, you got cool glare headphones, you got those cool, like, iridescent beetle-esque boots.
So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk
They both have
about
good designs.
coincidences.
They all do. Dea's fine, I don't really care for hers, but the rest of them here, I think, are all good designs.
Even though I
I'm not saying Dea is bad,
by
like, she
chance,
just doesn't
I
do
had no
anything for me in
intention of
particular.
providing assistance to the academia. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I'm willing to apologize if that's worth anything to you.
You know, a lot of people fucking can't admit they're wrong.
I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
I know his cool eyes too. A little bit animally, almost.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstanding. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like
She
a
seems
summer.
like a simple,
that
straightforward
case,
kind of person, so
Welcome back, Dia.
simple, straightforward stuff going on.
That's more like it.
Oh.
Whoa! What was that sound?
Is that the fucking sand wolves?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Candace can do this. That's what they said on her re-election poster.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried.
Where are the exit at? There we go. Where did we end up? We're still... Okay, pretty close by the first couple. Oh, Rift Town, sure.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves.
Ah, here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I get...
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Main in action.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
We're playing as Dea? No, we're just playing as normal.
This is order.
Oops, I got hit already. Fucking Rift Hounds. They're in the domain with Kokomi and the Geoboys artifacts. Very annoying. Like, it's fine, but I don't like edging my health all low with the bleeding and whatnot.
The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Not a problem, NPC guy who's probably the mayor.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru Village.
Yeah, the chief.
Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been.
I was gonna say probably recently,
become
because spooky
increasingly
villain
severe
stuff. Ooh.
and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Okay, sure. Where is the world tree, by the way? Because it's not just, like, in the distance. Is it fucking underground, or is it in, like, the dream world, or what?
So, Irminsul's withering causes
We saw it
withering
in, like,
zones in the forest,
Traveler's Dream, but I don't remember
sandstorms and earthquakes
where
here in the
exactly it's
desert?
actually supposed to be.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of themselves.
Yeah, everybody fucks things up.
Speaking of which...
Village Keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without
The ground
trace.
shaking apart, sandstorms out of the sky, people are disappearing left and right. Kind of sounds like everything's going terribly.
But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to
And also
stay
the
around
desert's
the
fucking
village
just,
for the
like,
next few days,
hard to begin with.
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino?
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Just saw some fruit or something in the cutscene. These. Do I get seeds? I don't get seeds. That's annoying. Is that what I needed for Candace? It is. Okay. And then I also have to fight the triangle. Wherever the hell the triangle is. Somewhere in all this. Oh shit, and I gotta climb up for
into exile.
fucking coconuts too.
I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. When mad scholars first arrive, they are initially. The people of Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright. After that, the people of Aru Village...
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact
Okay,
that they
okay.
calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
That tracks, I can follow that
If
logic.
you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us?
No, it's not so much. Lesser Lord Kusanali. The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Like, putting all your
Have you ever
chips
had
on
any
a
reason
dead
to
guy
doubt their views?
is definitely a good way to go about things.
In addition, I've never heard any stories about...
No way! Nahida definitely exists!
I've spent many years interrogating criminals.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
That's not what the subtitle said. They said, Among Us.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this, but easier said than done. Especially
Well,
since we
I
don't
guess
have any
the
leads.
the line should probably be gospel and the subtitles are like the oopsie. Maybe the subtitle guy just had Among Us on the brain.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Boy, am I sure not, kid. I got shit to do.
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you are.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was. But I had a vague feeling
I was just
that they
gonna
didn't harbor any ill
casually
intent.
murder this child.
Whoa. Oh, Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where...
All right.
Alright, I also want to grab... See what the hell this is. Probably don't get a seed from this either. Now let me climb the tree. Don't make my life difficult. Actually, I wonder... Does this give wood? Aethelwood. Yeah, okay. New stuff. I will surely need that at some point for new furniture thingies that I'll probably get from chests. I want to be all prepared for, like, the companion furniture stuff in, like 3.2 or 3.3 or whenever that comes out. so they can get all the gemmy wemmies. Where'd they go? Oh, over the fence? Over the garden wall? Over the garden wall's fun. I wish I could, like, watch that again for the first time.
Sino is super vigilant.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you.
Huh? You knew.
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who
Imagine
rarely
wanting
returned
someone
to the
dear to him
village after
back. That's
finding
crazy. What a
employment in the
weirdo.
city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather.
Okay. I see.
Thus, however, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace.
So then his grandpa
while
is really
all the
Kusalani.
time asking him things like,
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad.
perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some.
Also, I guess I'm not
shit
clear,
and
like,
regret.
do they get
But
better
even so,
long
we must
term,
still
or is it
continue
just
on
like
with our lives.
little brief moments via Kusalani?
It's also my reason for fighting.
And is she just like smoothing them out, or is she possessing them, or combination of
Maybe
both?
the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more
Why
compassionate
are we
than I
taking
gave
him
you
along?
credit for.
Why are we taking him into the desert? That's
Please
dumb.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys!
Isak, I said Isaac.
We've cleared everything up. Let's really? Yeah!
Alright. Let's...
A wood. Woo. Okay. I'm gonna peep around. Now that we're in the desert, I wanna get more bits, and since we just like properly ended a quest, that's a good time. We're between things, there's no like quest overlappy weirdness then, surely. I shouldn't say surely. I'm sure they could find a way to like make shit complicated for me if they wanted.
Can't catch me.
Considering that the problem existing in the first place is quite silly. Oh, don't make me use wind on these. Come on. That's so annoying. Because I don't want to, like... I mean, I guess that might just need to be part of my, like, exploration team kit. But it's annoying to have to be switching from my combat team to something else. Because other than Zhongli, who is not a DPS, I don't have, like, those guys built yet. What is this thing? Lost the Sands. That's that quest. I was just gonna see if I could get that the domain. I wasn't gonna fuss with that quest for now. Maybe I will if I'm here as well. I don't know what's in these. I don't remember seeing anything recently about new artifact stuff. Although it looks like this one is just one of the one-offs. You know what though? I'm not gonna fuss with that for now. Because I can literally just teleport here anytime. So now that I've fallen down, it's gonna be a pain to get up, isn't it? Unless there's a bunch of wind currents. I saw one at the top though. Oh god. Okay. Shit, yeah, it would have been great if I'd gotten that one first. I guess I'm gonna go back here. It'll probably be faster than trying to actually find my way back up. Maybe I'll go that way.
Can't catch me.
Oh yeah, you can draw on the sand. Definitely saw people immediately drawing penises on TikTok. And it's still up. Oh wow, it's actually way up. Alright. Yes, we do want the explorate. No, I don't want to fight. Gosh dang it.
I will have order. Solidify.
Making me deal with y'all.
Direct assault.
I thought that was Ito for a minute. I was like, I've never heard him say direct assault. I was one of the dinguses, not Ito. First time I touched her, I drew a smiley face. I almost did, kind of. She's not going. Oh well, I don't care enough. Oh yeah, she can kind of climb with this now because they like buffed that a little. Can I make it up here? If I just climb up this fucking sheer cliff face? I'm gonna go around. Oh, there's the big sucky pyramid. I hate that you have to have a fucking thing on to harvest seeds. Like, they should retcon that shit to like make it always on like a pet. That would be much better. Guys know how to get up. Between Brand Zhongli. Oh man, they're going nuts with all these new woods and stuff. Between Zhongli and Venti, I got pretty good ups. But it still looks like too much before. This angle, I think, will be better. So I'm already quite a bit away from it now, goddamn. I'm gonna be closer to this one first. I guess I'll grab it. I'm glad I seem to not be able to injure myself on cacti. Now I'm just going to be swapping back and forth between the wood thing and the seed thing forever. At least, like, early on in a zone. I should fight one of these birds. Get it in my Rolodex.
Happy to apply.
They almost look like dragons. I can't. No, it gives me foul, so I guess that is a bird by conventional terminology. Okay, I think this should be an easier climb, and I can probably stick with this team.
Can't catch me.
Oh, I thought that was... That thing's just dancing. I thought it was like being bullied and thrown around by the other ones. God, there's a lot of enemies, though. They're making me work hard to avoid that. There it finally is. I'm actually gonna call stream here once I grab this checkpoint. I'm just gonna do a quickie tonight. And we will pick this up next week. So, for tonight, Cass just hopped on. It looks like they're doing Pokemon. Let's go raid Cass. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll be back Friday with something. So, see you guys then. Good night. Bye-bye.